Welcome back, YouTube, to the embassy. It's your ambassador, Ambassador Al. Ambassador of what? Ambassador of Marvel Strike Force, and of winning, and of positivity, and good vibes. And we always joke on this channel about the twitch.tv/Ambassador Al channel as well, about math and spreadsheets and how important it is to get things right outside of the game, and how the game itself is based on math. It's computer programs, right? But so here's some actual math. I know I've been showing you other videos, but here's my actual green spreadsheets. I know, I like the colors. I think they show up well. You can tell me. Make sure you like, smash the like button, smash subscribe, and comment down below. Do you like spreadsheets? Do you hate spreadsheets? Do you like my spreadsheets? Do you like the colors? Do you like the way it's laid out? Tell me. I'll do better because I want to do more of this in the future. Or maybe less of these if you hate these. Just tell me down below in the comments. I'm here for you. So what are we doing today? It's a Dark Dimension 6 character analysis by Ambassador Al. It's me. I have not finished Dark Dimension 6, but I'm in Node 8, the last one of Cosmic, and a bunch of you are out there. And I've found so far, hey, what's working, what's not working. And I've also talked to a lot of other people, watched a lot of other videos, worked with other content creators to say, hey, are my ratings way off? Are my ratings good? Let's just dive in. And hopefully down below you can tell me I'm full of crap on this character, or I'm missing this character, or like, oh, good call on that character. Really on the conversation going. I wanted to do one of these like a month ago, but I was like, hey, let me do some more of the nodes. Let me get in there. Let me do more of this and have a better idea firsthand what I'm talking about. And also please note, some characters in here I haven't built yet, we haven't seen yet, like Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider Robbie, not even in the game yet. So how do we know? How do we know how they're going to be? So there's some forecasting based on kits, based on ideas, all sorts of things. So let me go over a few terms before we get too far in here. But you see on here on the page here, meta. It's important. That's not just how they do in the nodes. So it's perfect performance in Dark Dimension 6, not anywhere else, just in the Dark Dimension 6 nodes. Were they useful? I have a 1 to 5 scale. 1 is, oh my God, awful. 5, they carried the node. It was amazing. Oh my God, what a great character. Okay. Cost is how many sets of Gear 18 mini uniques it takes. 4 sets, 5 sets, 2 sets, 1 sets, etc. You get it. Performance minus cost, that's how much they perform minus their cost. Clear. And I realized that's cool, bang for buck, it's cool. But what if you find it's a character that you actually don't want to build because they're not part of the meta? Or what's a character you do want to build, and since they're part of the meta, even if they're not that great in Dark Dimension, you're going to build them. So I thought, let's add for that. So this meta category, and this is where you may fight me, and I get it, and I'm open to it. It's where I think the meta is going to be in the next 3 months. So yeah, certain teams are arena right now, but that doesn't mean that they're top meta. Will they be top of the meta? Will they be the arena team? Are they a premium war offense, a premium war defense? Are they going to premium crucible offense? Are they a premium crucible defense? Are they a raid team? Okay, if they're a raid team, even if they're the worst member on the team, they're solidly in the meta for me. And that we're also looking at where they're going to be 3 months from now. Oh, we can't forecast reworks. We hope there might be some, and we'll talk about that later on. But where will they be 3 months from now? And I gave them bonus points. As we see, 2 for being top, 1 for solidly in the meta. We use them all the time. 0 for, we use them, come on. And minus 2 points for, we just don't use them. What's the point? This character, I'm only building this character for DD6, so why would I do that? We'll get to that. And then, yeah, current modes, just listing where I think they're currently in use, whether it's top or solid or fringe, where are they being used at all? And again, you can always come on and debate with me on twitch.tv/Ambassador Al, or in the comment section. Let's fight out in the comments. Fight in the comments. It's all good. Also, a little note for legendaries. Remember, Apocalypse can be used in the global nodes, and also 2 of the legendary nodes, the Horseman or Apocalypse. So I gave him 2 bonus points for being able to be used in 2 more nodes. And also, hey, the opening set of the ones with no traits needed, he'll be there too. So you're really going to use Apocalypse in 7 of the 15 game modes. I gave him extra points for extra usability. And Horsemen, since they can't be in the non-Horseman legendary section, they only get to be in 2 nodes. So I gave him a -1 to performance. I baked it in already, just to make it easier to figure things out. Okay, last little part, Blue means I built them. I committed my resources. Already did it. White means that's the plan, subject to change. Orange means I might change the orange into white. I may move things around, or they might be on the back burner for the second run, or I liked them so much that you probably should build them, but I already built something else. You know, it's the honorable mentions. All right, let's get into it. So first up, overall, big stars for me. This is sort of by rating. Apocalypse, Vol, Kang, 29.9. Forecasting, I haven't started City yet, but all the reports are really good and low cost and top meta. Photon looks to be top meta coming up soon. And Cosmic Bio, I didn't build Photon because I already have my team built, but I would have. And then yeah, Nova, Black Cat, I haven't built them yet because they're legendary and we're not there yet. But look at the ratings, these are pretty good. Spider Weaver, Red Hulk. Red Hulk I wouldn't build for Dark Dimension 6, but he's top meta and not that bad for cost. Well, only 2 nodes, so you got to make your own choices, your own decisions. But let's kind of get into a little bit there. So I'm going to show you a few sections and not read the whole chart to you. So let's look a little bit. Let's look at overall, and let's look at let's start with global, since we get to global first. I really enjoyed using. I used Apocalypse, Captain America, Captain Carter, and Black Widow as a unit, and Nemesis surprised my 5th. Nemesis, why? Mutant, and also solid in the meta. That Death Sea team is usable. War, Crucible, Raid, clearly. So that gave me. That's why I went with Nemesis. It actually was pretty good, but just average. Again, 3 out of 5. Okay, would do. But the cost 3, so not real benefit there as far as performance minus cost, and only a 1 bonus point for being solid in the meta. They're not top meta, they're not arena, they're not the dominating any team. They're really good, really good. Looking back, I would probably build Quicksilver, except that it's Mystic, 4 gear pieces, but everyone says that Quicksilver was great. Those who built Quicksilver loved using him, and loved using him more than they loved using Spider Weaver. But Spider Weaver is still top meta for me. Debatable, right? No longer an arena, but a top Crucible need Spider Weaver, Tangle Web. They're really useful war, offense, or defense, depends on where you are in the war meta. It depends on what you're doing. So that's a viable choice. Problem, of course, that's Mystic and Molecular Cloth. There's a lot of Mystic choices in Dark Dimension 6. Current meta, 2 years ago, when we were doing Dark Dimension 5, mutants. It was all mutants. Mutants. Oh, you're always out of mutant gear. Oh my god. Mutant. And Mystic a little bit because this cloak and dagger stuff. But mutant was a huge crunch. Now it's all Mystic. So if you can avoid Mystic, you're better off. So global went really well for me. Gambit again, osmium. You need the osmium for what? Morgan Le Fay. Let's just look. Some characters use osmium. Nova, who you're gonna need. It's tough. So looking down real quick as well, there's some characters on here that people might think are effective, like Emma Frost, but kind of fringe for the meta and cost 4. It's tough. U.S. Agent Venom, Winter Soldier. If you're bringing them, bring all 3, I guess. But by themselves, all reports are they don't do that much in the node. But since they are part of that Rebirth team that you use everywhere, raids and Crucible and War, yeah, I guess. But they made much lower in the list for me. So moving on. You can fight me, argue. Let's do it. Let's look at global. Let's look at Cosmic real quick. So this is what I built: Vol and Kang. And then I was like, Mystic. Oh, so much Mystic. I'm going to try to skip Mystic. And I did Kestrel and even Star-Lord Annihilation. And bonus fun fact, I built Ravager Stitcher. Why? Because I did Ravager Stitcher for Dark Dimension 5. He was already at gear tier 16 for me. And he's super cheap. It's only 1 set of mini uniques. It's Tech, which is the lightest resource need at Dark Dimension 6 at this time. And Gamma, I know, Gamma! But I actually have lots of Gamma in my inventory, so for me, it wasn't a problem to build him. It was the cheapness of build, and he's surprisingly decent. He's not total trash. He's a 2. His health steal is really great. The kit's good. I know. A minion? I know, but anyway, we can defend it in the comments. or twitch.tv/ambassador. But the idea is there, his health steal, as you want to look for things that are percentages. These characters in DD6 are so big. They have 10 million, 13 million health pools that hitting them for 500k may feel great, doesn't do anything. But a 10% health steal steals 1 million. And he does it twice. He steals 1 million and steals the second million. He heals this character fully, heals that character fully. Full heal 2 of your characters and take 20% damage off of a character like Apocalypse or Spider Weaver, or in my case, Wongers. So that's how it goes. So that's my build. But I would have built Icarus and Cersei, sure. But I'm saving my Mystic for City. It's hard. You can't build everything all the time, but they I know they're gonna be great. Reports are they're really good here. Would have sped up my run, but speeding up my run wouldn't help me because I'm still not fully built for City. So going that much faster doesn't help me, and they're not top meta anymore. Solid, but not top. And Astral Energy, hey, that's Apocalypse, right? So you're probably low on this stuff. Photons are probably, I think, a fantastic choice. But I already built my 5 and I was already in there, but that probably would have been pretty good. So Deathpool, Dormammu, great, but expensive. And Miasma, it's tough. Astral Energy for Cosmo? Cosmo could be okay, but Astral Energy, do you have enough? There are some other choices. So you let me know what you guys have used so far. If you think, hey, it turns out this is overrated, underrated, tell me. Also, hey, Sylvie. I was going to bring Sylvie. Bifrost, Sylvie, and Vol. What a great combo. But Sylvie has like a 10-turn cooldown on her ult, and you're not getting all that ability energy you're getting in raids. So it's not happening enough. And I asked some other people who have taken Sylvie, and they're like, yeah, no, kind of underperforms. It's kind of a 2. Like, again, like Ravager Stitcher level, like, yeah, probably. And Molecular Cloth. There's a big bottleneck on Molecular Cloth. You can see Photon, Sylvie, 2099. There are several that use Molecular Cloth. We'll show at the end there. We'll go over uniques that we have the full list, but that's the problem. Oh, look, Osmium. Can't build Gambit if you want to build Vol, unless you have enough Osmium to go around. It's tough. It just gets tough. There's no easy answers in the DD6 planner. So that's Cosmic in a nutshell. And let's look at City real quick. City. I've changed my mind so many times on the City plan, but right now, the City plan is I built 29 already, done, which, by the way, is costing me in Crucible because 29.9 has like 91,000 damage now, which is bigger than Spider Weaver's damage. So when I do Tangleweb Doom, Doom goes and 29.9 gets the 3 extra turns. Oh, so we'll figure that out. But it looks to be good. I'm trying to build Cloak and Dagger. I'm having second thoughts about Dagger. We'll see. But I already built Cloak, so I'm kind of committed. Spider-Man Big Time, I'm doing it. I've heard great things. Haven't seen too many people use Spider-Man Big Time, but it's because Spider-Man's like 4 stars. I think the kit is strong enough that Gear 18, Spider-Man Big Time with 4 red, 4 yellow will be useful. And also, I'm building him for the future anyway, because War Defense looks like a big deal. And he actually looked decent. I ran him a couple times in the tech nodes, in the incursion raids, and he looked like he was kind of useful. We'll see. But I know Chromium. But I have some. I'm saved up. I'm okay. Early reports: Ghost Rider, Mr. Marvel Hardlight. But how do we know? We haven't seen Robbie. Robbie's not in game yet. Mr. Marvel Hardlight, probably pretty good. Probably with Robbie. There's a lot of synergy. We find a lot of pairs, duos, and trios when you're building your plans may make a lot of sense because a lot of characters have a lot of their stuff gated behind in war or in raids or to their team only and not to all allies. Not to all. There's a lot of that going on. So a lot of characters that look really great in their game mode don't look so great in Dark Dimension 6. So we're just estimating that she's probably a 3, probably pretty good. Ghost Rider with the new one, we think is probably a little better than that. And it depends what you pair them up with. I'm trying to do Dagger, Cloak and Dagger. I feel like New Warriors are getting pumped up in the game. They're currently the featured team in Crucible, probably likely to stay in the meta for the next 3 months, and maybe even better. We're gonna have to see. And I would also always, in general, these guys aim towards newer characters because even if they don't perform quite as well in Dark Dimension 6, if they're likely to be top meta in the arena, you're gonna want to build them anyway. very important. The meta part is super important to your considerations when you do it. Meta is super important, and cost. Even if the performance isn't super great, you'll just take a few more days doing the nodes. You'll take 10 attacks instead of 8 attacks. You'll take 15 attacks instead of 12 attacks. You'll take more attacks, but if your next team's not built anyway, who cares? But if you have a character that when you're done, got Super Scroll, you look back and go, I like the characters in my roster that gear tier 18, and I don't hate that I built stupid stuff that I'll never use again, is super important. So keep that in mind. So anyway, I like these characters, Cloak and Dagger. I'm thinking hard about the new ones. And I even thought about doing Mr. Negative and Kingpin as a popular choice because they're fairly cheap gear-wise, and Vibranium might be an issue. We'll see. And also reports are that City, at least numerically, the characters, the opponents in the City nodes are weaker than the ones in Cosmic and in Global. But they're tricky. There's a full Death Seed team. There's a lot of Human Torch, who's terrible in our roster, but amazingly roasts your whole team in Dark Dimensions. So early reports that City is actually easier than the other nodes, and definitely easier than in the past, where City was the roughest, toughest section on them. So the consensus has been basically you can almost get away with building what you want, but you have to have at least half your team should carry it. It's like Cloak and Dagger can carry the rest, so then you can go cheap or whatever. Or if you think the Spideys are going to carry it, I don't think that's going to happen, then you can coast. Or just build 5 weak characters and try to gut through it while you're building up your legendaries, because legendaries take a lot more gear. But let me know what your guys' feedback is. What have you done? Have you brought Squirrel Girl and she's amazing and she's worth the fact she's no longer really that big in the meta? Or maybe you say, how dare you? Young Avengers are solid, not fringe. We'll talk. Bring it on. This is meant to be a start, not a finish of the conversation. Let's look at Legendary while we're at it. Gotta keep moving. Legendary. Okay, so for Legendary, guess what? I think Nova, the newest Legendaries are the best ones. They're not Horsemen, so you can use them all 4 nodes. So non-Horse Legendaries to me rise to the charts faster than the Horsemen. So I haven't built Red Hulk to gear 18. I know, he's great, but he's not helping me in only 2 nodes. I'm on the search for Super Skrull. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Come to my roster. And yes, I beat a Super Skrull in Crucible, but I still want one for my Crucible team. Okay. And War and Arena probably. Super Skrull is going to be amazing. So, or already is if you haven't. So I've been Nova, Black Cat. These Horsemen rose up to the top of the rankings because, hey, they're in the meta. They're big. They're great. But I'm probably not building them. That's why White is what I'm planning to build. I'm looking at Nova, Black Cat, Omega Red, and Shuri. Why these 2? Well, they were really great in Dark Dimension 5. And it's Mutant and Tech. Areas I'm not quite as worried about. Mystic is a big bottleneck. Skill, I'm building skill with Black Cat, and I'm building bio with Nova. So now I'm on low on those too. Running low on resources. So the 5th one is a toughie. It's real tough. I'm thinking about Adam Warlock, if I have enough Mystic gear, because Infinity Watch, they're still in the meta. They'll never leave, apparently, much to the chagrin of many people. Ebony Maw, rumor, I'm making a call now. Rumor is that it's a Black Order rework. They've talked about it, but we don't know when it's going to be. And we don't know how great that rework will be. So Ebony Maw might go from Fringe back to Solid, and there may be a rework to the kits. Could be great. So it depends on your timing. But Mystic, Fury. 5 gear pieces for Fury. But we love Fury. Solidly in the meta. The Invader's team is kicking butt. But 5 gear pieces makes it tough. And it's skill, which I've just used for Black Cat. Or I plan to have used for Black Cat for sure. Invisible Woman? Only because bio and cheap. And she wasn't that bad in Dark Dimension 5. Notice that these performances are starting to drop off. I don't think Phoenix or Jubilee or Dr. Octopus can do much in these game nodes, and they still cost too much gear. 3, 4, and 5. I don't want to spend that much gear for non-meta characters if they can't perform. So they're bottom of my list, but there's scenarios where it makes sense. Star-Lord's on my list. I was talking to my friend Benny Westside. Shout out, Westside! Have a great vacation, dude. Because, hey, it's tech. And maybe if you go lighter on tech, if you don't build Spider-Man big time, you don't build Ravager Stitcher, you have enough tech gear to go ahead and build him and just to bring him along. And by the way, he was secretly good in Dark Dimension 5. I'm like, wow, really? Yeah. You put him on there and he gets the special and gives energy. And you could be just, special near Shuri, and you just got the energy feed's really great, and the blind. The blind and the energy feed can be really great. Just gotta keep them alive. Just keep them alive. Keep them alive. So it'll be fun. So check it out. So it's a possibility. We're the 5th legendary. It's even more wide open than my city plans. I'm hoping, and if you watch this video in October, in November, in December, hey, there's probably another new legendary after Black Cat that will be an easy slam dunk choice for you. I hope so. I'm rushing to get it done before then, but if I'm still hanging around, I may pump the brakes just to pick up that last legendary versus doing this. So that's my overall thoughts. Again, if you want to freeze frame it, all my ratings are here. You may debate the performance part. Tell me. Cost, that's in the game. Uniques, I have a whole spreadsheet. We can look at the uniques as well. But you want to check it out. You want to make sure you spread yourself out, look at your things. And also, a little pro tip. You may not have enough, you may think you have enough uniques and mini uniques. And you may have enough origin gear. Don't forget all the gear you got to farm for bio and skill and mystic, all those little pieces. But don't forget the catalysts. The 17s and 18s cost a lot of your teal basic catalyst, your teal focus catalyst, your teal health catalyst, especially the health catalyst. Oh my God. Little green crosses. Oh, so cute. You're going to burn through them really fast. It's a huge bottleneck for you guys. So it's not just the uniques, not just the minis, not just the gear, the origin gear. Gonna be a huge issue with the teal catalyst. So make sure you're getting them up there. You have to, I'm farming them. I'm not farming gold orbs anymore because we don't have orb opening events. I'm not farming origin gear. I'm farming the stinking teal health catalyst. It's a huge issue. It's a huge issue. So that's my big tip for you. If you want to look real quick also as well, again, we can sort by the uniques by alphabetical order here. We'll hit A to Z. Look out for the ones who have too many of the same unique. Seems obvious, but you got to plan ahead. Got to plan ahead. So hey, if I want to build Apocalypse, Astral Energy, it's hard to build Icarus, Cosmo, Phyla, Velphius unless I have enough. Ballistic Weave, yeah, okay. Carbonadium, okay. Chromium, yeah. I'm building Spider-Man big time, but I couldn't build Spider-Man big time and Quicksilver because I needed Chromium for one and I went for the cheaper one. Was it okay? Probably okay. Gamma Radiation. I'm not building Red Hulk for this because I just only 2 nodes. So I was easy for me, but I'm weird like that. Judas Bullets, we never used those until just recently, so pick one. And of these, Iron Fist, U.S. Agent, these look like terrible choices to me. Starlight Annihilation looks okay, so I was okay there. Same sort of thing, you want to plan these out. Miasma, Ghost Rider, and Cloak both use it, but I'm not building Deathpool or Dormammu because gear's too much, so I can do it. I may even be able to squeeze in Adam Warlock because I built up a lot of uniques, but your roster may be different. Molecular Cloth, right? Photon, Spider-Man 29, Spider-Weaver, Captain Carter, who I think was great, with Captain America and with Black Widow. That trio was great. Shang-Chi, Sylvie, you're not going to build all of these. I don't think it's possible. Osmium, I built Vol. I'm going to build Nova. It makes it hard to bring anybody else with Osmium, right? Let's have a ton of it. Shield Tech, I know, Shield Tech, yeah, but I like Black Widow and Kestrel. They were good. Kang, well, that's easy. And then from there, Vibranium. Do you have enough Vibranium to do Captain America and Captain America Sam? You might. If you do that, good luck building Shuri and Kingpin. So make sure you manage your uniques. Make sure you manage all of it. It's tough. For me personally, I said the overall balance of the whole thing was this rating, where I try to put it all into one super rating. That's kind of impossible, and I know. So I look forward to the conversation from here. So again, smash the like button. Boom, subscribe, smash that subscribe button, and comment down below. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I ignore? What did I forget about completely? Who is this guy? Let me know what you guys think. So that's all for today, folks. Remember, there's a little guide. Remember, I do high-end content. I'm in Dark Dimension 6. I'm in Masters 3 for Crucible. I'm in Diamond Wars. We're in Raid 1.6. Everything in the game that's at the highest level we could possibly do, I'm in there. So join us for more videos, hopefully explaining how to get there, how to stay there, and how to achieve results. Because what we do on this channel, we do a couple things. The 2 biggest things we do on this channel. One, we know that we love to game. Winning beats losing. Losing beats not even playing. Because as long as you're playing, you're a gamer. And gamers get my heart. I love you, gamers. That's what we do. because as long as you're playing, you can always stay winning. On top of that, come to my channel. You come here for the math, the spreadsheet of it all. You know what I say? I have more fun in my spreadsheets than I do in my bed sheets. You come for the math. You come for the analysis. You come for the dad jokes. We got those too, obviously. But you come for, when you do all this stuff, you come, but what else you come for? You stay for the reels, the feels, and the results. So until next time, this is your ambassador, Ambassador Al, telling you to enjoy your stay outside the embassy. Have a good time out there. And until next time, peace and love. The ambassador out.